Have you ever felt invisible in a room full of people, as if your presence barely leaves a whisper, let alone an impact? Imagine walking into any room, any situation, and without saying a single word, you're not just seen, but felt. Your very essence commands respect, sparks curiosity, and draws people in. It's not about ego or pride, it's about a profound connection to something ancient yet timeless within you. Today, we're not just scratching the surface of self-improvement or relationship advice. We're diving deep into the heart of Stoicism to unlock a secret that's been whispered through the ages: how to be truly seen for your intrinsic worth. Stoicism, a philosophy that has weathered the storms of centuries, teaches us about the power of our presence, the depth of our character, and the true value of knowing oneself. It's about anchoring ourselves so firmly in our virtues that our mere presence becomes a beacon, drawing the right people, opportunities, and energies towards us. So, if you've ever wondered why some people seem to have an invisible force field around them that makes them irresistible in the most profound way, stay tuned. We're about to explore how to weave the timeless wisdom of Stoicism into the fabric of your everyday life, transforming not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. And as we embark on this journey together, I invite you to subscribe, share, and like this video, and I encourage you to watch every part without skipping, as each piece holds a key to unlocking the full potential of your presence and worth. First and foremost, it's crucial to understand that your worth isn't something you can simply tell someone about. It needs to be felt, to be recognized without you having to point it out. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has stood the test of time, teaches us about the power of living by example. The Stoics were onto something when they emphasized that true value emanates from your actions, your demeanor, and most importantly, the peace within you. It's about how you carry yourself through life's ups and downs, how you treat others, and how you respond to challenges. This philosophy invites us to focus less on external accolades and more on cultivating inner virtues and resilience. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt the need to prove your worth to someone? Maybe you've listed your accomplishments, hoping to see a flicker of recognition or respect in their eyes, only to be met with indifference. It's a disheartening feeling, isn't it? This happens because real recognition, the kind that resonates and sticks, isn't sparked by what we say about ourselves. It's kindled by how we live, the energy we radiate, and the silent yet powerful messages we send through our behavior and presence. This Stoic principle of embodying our worth teaches us a valuable lesson about human nature and connection. People are more influenced by what they feel and experience in your presence than by the words you say. It's the difference between telling someone you're a kind person and showing kindness through your actions consistently. One leaves room for doubt, while the other leaves a lasting impression. So, how do we begin to live in a way that our worth is evident through our very existence? It starts with self-reflection and a commitment to personal growth. It's about aligning your actions with your core values and principles. When you live with integrity, show compassion, and face life's adversities with calm and resilience, you're not just saying you have worth, you're demonstrating it. Living by example, as the Stoics suggested, isn't about perfection. It's about striving to be the best version of ourselves and letting our lives be a testament to our values. It's in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're living true to yourself, in the compassion you show to others, and in the calmness with which you face the world's chaos. This is what draws people to you, what makes them see and feel your worth. without you ever having to utter a word about it. Remember that embodying your worth is a process, a journey of becoming. It's not about impressing others, but about being so true to your Stoic principles and values that your life becomes a beacon, illuminating your true worth in the most authentic way possible. Let's embrace this Stoic wisdom, letting our actions, demeanor, and inner peace speak volumes about our true value. When we talk about knowing your worth, we're not referring to a sense of superiority or an inflated ego. Instead, we're diving into a rich, unshakable understanding and appreciation of your intrinsic value as a human being. This concept is deeply rooted in the teachings of Stoicism, which encourages us not only to know ourselves, but to deeply understand and appreciate the virtues that guide our actions and decisions in our daily lives. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its call for self-reflection and self-awareness. It's a philosophy that doesn't just skim the surface of being aware of your strengths and weaknesses, but pushes you to reflect on how your virtues manifest in your actions and interactions with the world around you. Stoicism teaches us that this deep self-awareness is key to navigating life's ups and downs. Think about it. When faced with rejection or criticism, it's easy for our sense of worth to waver, to feel shaken by the external forces that seem to judge our value. But Stoicism equips us with the tools to face these challenges head-on, with a sense of inner peace and dignity. Consider your worth as a guiding star, the North Star, in your personal universe. It's constant, unchanging, and provides direction amidst the chaos of life. This analogy isn't about grandiosity, it's about the steadiness and reliability of your self-worth. It doesn't flicker or fade based on external circumstances or the opinions of others. Instead, it remains steadfast, guiding you with dignity and grace through every challenge you face. So, how do we achieve this level of unwavering self-worth? It starts with a commitment to truly know and understand yourself at a deep level. This process involves more than just casual introspection. It's about a continuous journey of self-discovery and reflection on how your virtues, be it courage, justice, temperance, or wisdom, play out in your life. It's about asking yourself how these virtues influence your decisions, your relationships, and your reaction to adversity. Stoicism doesn't just stop at knowing these virtues. It encourages us to live by them, to let them anchor us in a world that's often turbulent and unpredictable. When criticism or rejection comes our way, our understanding of our worth, rooted in these virtues, allows us to face them without losing our sense of self. It's this deep Stoic understanding of worth that empowers us to move through life with confidence, not arrogance, knowing that our value doesn't diminish because of external circumstances. In embracing Stoicism, we learn that our worth is not a badge to be earned from the outside world, but a truth to be realized from within. It's a truth that gives us the strength to navigate life's challenges, not with a sense of pride or ego, but with humility, grace, and an unwavering sense of inner dignity. This journey of understanding and solidifying our worth is continuous, filled with learning and growth. It's about constantly aligning ourselves with our core virtues, ensuring that our guiding star, our sense of worth, remains bright and steadfast, no matter what life throws our way. Knowing your worth through the lens of Stoicism isn't just an exercise in philosophy. It's a practical, everyday guide to living with purpose, dignity, and grace. It's about making that deep, unshakable understanding of your value as a person the foundation upon which you stand out in the world, not just for what you achieve, but for who you are at your core. When we talk about presenting ourselves to the world, it goes way beyond just the surface level of looking good. It's about embodying a sense of genuine pride in who we are and how we navigate through life. This idea ties beautifully into the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature, our own true nature, which is rooted in dignity, love, and self-respect. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This isn't just about forgiveness or moving past someone's wrongs. It's about holding on to your own values so tightly that no external force can sway you from them. When you dress well, take care of your body, and treat yourself with the utmost respect, you're not just making a statement about your self-worth. You're setting a standard for how others should treat you. It's akin to wearing an invisible crown, not one of arrogance or superiority, but one that quietly commands respect through the sheer force of your presence and the integrity of your actions. But let's delve a bit deeper into this concept of living according to your nature. Seneca offers a complementary perspective. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. This powerful insight reminds us that the fear of judgment or rejection often holds us back from truly expressing ourselves. By embracing our nature, our genuine selves, we liberate ourselves from these fears, presenting ourselves in a way that is both authentic and respectful. The idea of self-respect and how it influences the way others see us can also be explored through the lens of Western philosophy. Aristotle, who spoke extensively on virtues, highlighted the importance of ethos or character in how we are perceived by others. He believed that character is the cornerstone of persuasion. If we live virtuously and respect ourselves, we naturally persuade others to treat us with the same level of respect. Plato, on the other hand, emphasized the harmony between the parts of the soul, advocating for a balance between reason, spirit, and desire. This balance is crucial in how we present ourselves. When we care for our body, respect our needs, and live by our principles, we achieve a harmonious state that radiates outward, compelling others to recognize and respect our inherent dignity. And then there's the psychological dimension of self-presentation, beautifully encapsulated by Carl Jung, who said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." This journey of self-discovery and self-expression is fundamental in how we present ourselves to the world. It's not about constructing a facade, but about unveiling the most authentic version of ourselves. When we do this, we're not just looking good, we're feeling genuinely proud of our identity and our journey. Furthermore, Socrates' urging to know thyself reinforces the idea that understanding our true nature is the first step in presenting ourselves authentically. By knowing who we are at our core, we can express ourselves in a way that aligns with our deepest values and convictions. This self-knowledge and expression are not just acts of personal integrity, they are invitations to the world to see us as we truly are and to treat us accordingly. Epictetus brings it all home with his advice. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is especially relevant when considering how we present ourselves. Our reactions to life's challenges, our demeanor in the face of adversity, and the way we treat ourselves during tough times all send powerful messages about our character and self-respect. It's in these moments that the true essence of our presentation is revealed. Presenting yourself with respect, love, and dignity is a multifaceted endeavor that encompasses not only how you look, but more importantly, how you feel about yourself and how you conduct your life. It's about living in a way that's true to your nature and your principles, ensuring that every step you take and every decision you make reflects the depth of respect you hold for yourself. This, in turn, teaches others how to respect you, creating a cycle of positive interactions grounded in mutual appreciation and understanding. So, as you move forward, remember to wear your invisible crown with pride, not just as a symbol of your status, but as a testament to your commitment to living authentically and with integrity. In a world where our attention is constantly pulled in a million different directions, it's more important than ever to remember that access to you, your time, your energy, your space, should truly be a privilege. This isn't about putting up walls or adopting an attitude of superiority. Rather, it's about recognizing your own value and treating yourself with the respect you deserve. Stoicism, with its profound teachings on self-control and discernment, offers us a timeless framework for understanding just how crucial it is to guard our attention like the precious commodity it is. Let's consider the Stoic practice of self-control, not just as a means of denying ourselves pleasures and connections, but as a method of ensuring that our interactions and commitments are meaningful and aligned with our values. When you dress elegantly, for instance, you're not just making a statement about your fashion sense, you're reflecting an inner sense of dignity and self-respect. This, in turn, signals to others that you value yourself and, by extension, demand a certain level of respect and consideration from those around you. Maintaining high standards for yourself and being selective about who you spend your time with isn't about exclusivity. It's about understanding the value of your own time and energy. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This insight reminds us that happiness and contentment come not from the quantity of our interactions, but from their quality. By choosing to engage with people who respect you, show genuine interest, and enrich your life, you're not just exercising discernment, you're actively curating a life that reflects your values and aspirations. Your personal space, your time, your attention, these are indeed treasures to be valued highly. In a society that often measures worth by the number of likes, followers, or connections, Stoicism calls us back to the essential truth that our worth isn't determined by external validation, but by how we respect and value ourselves. Epictetus taught that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Applied to our modern context, this could mean listening to our own needs and respecting our own boundaries twice as much as we rush to fill our calendars with commitments or our minds with the noise of social media. Granting someone access to your life, be it your time, your attention, or your space, should indeed be seen as a privilege. This doesn't mean living a life of isolation or withholding your friendship or love out of a sense of self-importance. Rather, it's about engaging with the world from a place of self-assurance and respect, ensuring that those we allow close are those who appreciate and honor our worth. In our conversations, our relationships, and even in the quiet moments we spend alone, let's practice the Stoic virtues of self-control and discernment. Let's remember that every moment we give to someone else is a moment we've chosen not to spend in a myriad of other ways. By approaching our interactions with intentionality and respect for ourselves, we not only honor our own worth, but invite others to do the same. So, as you move forward, think of your attention not as an unlimited resource to be squandered, but as a sacred gift to be shared with care and consideration. Boundaries are another crucial aspect of demonstrating your worth. They're not just lines drawn in the sand. They're the very framework that defines how we allow others to treat us, and in turn, how we respect ourselves. In the realm of Stoicism, the emphasis on boundaries aligns perfectly with the philosophy's core teachings about the importance of our responses over the external events in our lives. The Stoics, with their profound wisdom, have always taught us that our true power lies not in attempting to control the vast, unpredictable world around us, but in mastering our own reactions and attitudes. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is a powerful reminder that setting and enforcing boundaries is less about controlling others' actions and more about governing our own responses and maintaining our inner peace and dignity. But how do we practically apply this Stoic wisdom to the concept of boundaries? It's simple, yet profoundly challenging. We must live our boundaries, not just voice them. This means that our actions, our decisions, and the way we conduct our lives should all reflect the boundaries we've set for ourselves. It's one thing to tell someone you won't tolerate disrespect. It's entirely another to demonstrate it through your actions. If someone oversteps, it's not always necessary to engage in a heated confrontation. Instead, Stoicism teaches us the value of responding with calm and measured actions that reinforce our boundaries. For instance, if someone continually disrespects your time, choosing not to make plans with them isn't an act of pettiness, but a firm statement of your self-respect. This approach doesn't invite drama. It simply and silently communicates that you value your time and expect others to do the same. This is where the essence of Stoicism shines through, maintaining your peace and dignity by letting your actions speak volumes. Living your boundaries is a form of self-respect that teaches others how to treat you. It's a manifestation of the respect you demand from the world, rooted in the deep understanding that you are worthy of respectful treatment. This isn't an invitation to become rigid or unapproachable, but an encouragement to uphold your dignity in all interactions. It's about finding that balance where your peace isn't easily disturbed by the actions of others because you've cultivated a strong, stoic response to life's challenges. Furthermore, setting boundaries is not just about protecting ourselves, it's about creating a respectful and harmonious space for all interactions. Socrates, another great philosopher, emphasized the importance of knowing oneself. In the context of boundaries, this means understanding your limits, your values, and what you stand for. This self-knowledge empowers you to establish boundaries that are not only clear to others, but also deeply aligned with your true self. Living your boundaries, guided by Stoic wisdom, is a journey of constant learning and growth. It requires patience, reflection, and the courage to stand firm in your values, even when tested. It's about cultivating a strength of character that respects both yourself and others, fostering relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. In life, one of the most powerful stances we can take is being ready to walk away from situations or relationships that don't align with our core values. This concept is deeply rooted in Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us the importance of living in accordance with our virtues and maintaining our integrity above all else. Marcus Aurelius once imparted a timeless piece of wisdom: act only in accordance with that which benefits your character. This advice isn't just about making decisions that are good for us in a superficial or material sense. It's about making choices that enrich and uphold our character, our innermost being. To be prepared to walk away is not an act of cowardice or a sign of giving up too easily. Rather, it's a profound expression of strength and self-respect. It means having the courage to say no to anything that undermines your integrity, diminishes your self-respect, or simply doesn't contribute to your growth as an individual. This could be a job that demands you to compromise your principles, a relationship that consistently leaves you feeling undervalued, or any situation that feels inherently wrong in the depths of your soul. The Stoics were big on the concept of living in harmony with nature, your true nature, and anything that forces you to live otherwise is not worth clinging to. Epictetus eloquently stated, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." When you find yourself in a situation that demands you to compromise your values, you're essentially being asked to control something outside of your true nature. Recognizing this and choosing to walk away is how you reclaim your freedom and remain true to your authentic self. Walking away, in the Stoic sense, is not about impulsivity or reacting on a whim. It's a deliberate choice made from a place of deep reflection and understanding of what truly matters to you. It's about acknowledging that some paths, no matter how long you've walked them, no longer lead in the direction of your highest good. This decision should be made with calm and rational thought, considering not just the immediate impact, but the long-term effects on your character and well-being. This principle doesn't just apply to external situations, but also to internal conflicts. Sometimes we need to walk away from certain aspects of ourselves, old habits, outdated beliefs, and negative thought patterns that no longer serve us. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." The courage to walk away also involves daring to let go of parts of ourselves that hold us back, embracing change, and stepping into a new version of ourselves that is more aligned with our true values. Being prepared to walk away is an ongoing process of aligning your life with your values, requiring constant vigilance and the willingness to make tough decisions. It demands that you hold yourself accountable to a standard that you set, not one imposed upon you by society, other people, or circumstantial pressures. It's about living with intention, choosing paths that lead you towards becoming the best version of yourself, and having the wisdom to know when a change of course is necessary. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the endless flow of words. Social media, advertising, and even our daily interactions are often filled with promises, declarations, and statements that sound good on the surface but lack substance beneath. This is why, now more than ever, focusing on actions rather than words is not just wise, it's essential. Stoicism offers us valuable guidance on this matter, teaching us the importance of valuing reality over appearances and urging us to judge ourselves and others by our actions, not just our words. The Stoics were pragmatists at heart, deeply concerned with living virtuously in the real world. They understood that words, while powerful, are easy to manipulate and can often be used to mask the truth rather than reveal it. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of Stoicism, the belief that virtue and character are demonstrated through actions, not just articulated in words. When we focus on actions, we anchor ourselves in what is real and tangible. This doesn't mean we should dismiss the importance of communication or the beauty of eloquent speech. Instead, it's a call to ensure that our words are always backed up by our deeds. In personal relationships, professional endeavors, and even in the commitments we make to ourselves, letting our actions speak the truth builds trust, integrity, and respect. This Stoic principle of prioritizing actions over words also encourages us to develop a keen sense of discernment, enabling us to see beyond the facade that people often present. In a society where image and reputation can be carefully curated, remembering that actions speak louder than words helps us to identify genuine intentions and values. Epictetus highlighted this when he said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." By living out our values, we provide a living testament to our beliefs, making a far more significant impact than any eloquent speech ever could. Focusing on actions encourages us to take responsibility for our lives. It's easy to talk about the changes we want to make or the goals we wish to achieve, but taking concrete steps towards those aims is where the real challenge lies. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-agency and the power we have to effect change through our actions. By adopting a mindset that prioritizes doing over merely saying, we align ourselves with the Stoic virtue of proactivity, taking charge of our destiny one action at a time. In evaluating the actions of others, this Stoic wisdom also serves as a valuable tool. It allows us to build relationships based on mutual respect and shared values rather than superficial connections grounded in empty promises or flattering words. This doesn't mean we should become cynical or distrustful, but rather that we should seek out authenticity and integrity, valuing those who show their character through their deeds. In this fast-paced world brimming with information and countless voices vying for our attention, it's more crucial than ever to cultivate a healthy dose of skepticism. This isn't about fostering a cynical view of the world or distrusting everyone and everything at face value. Rather, it's about honing our ability to discern, to sift through the noise and glitter to find the gold of truth beneath. Stoicism offers invaluable insights into how we can navigate this process, teaching us to question, to verify, and to place our trust in actions rather than mere words. The Stoics were well aware of the complexities of human nature and the world at large. They understood that appearances can be deceiving and that people often make promises they cannot or will not keep. Marcus Aurelius reminded us to look beneath the surface, saying, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." By adopting this mindset, we equip ourselves with the tools necessary to navigate the world more effectively, discerning what is real and trustworthy from what is not. Applying a healthy skepticism means asking questions and seeking proof, not taking things at face value just because they're presented with confidence or wrapped in eloquence. It's about engaging with the world critically and thoughtfully, using reason and evidence as our guides. This approach aligns perfectly with the Stoic emphasis on wisdom as one of the cardinal virtues. Wisdom in this context is not just about accumulating knowledge, but about developing the judgment and insight needed to apply that knowledge judiciously. Trusting actions over promises is another cornerstone of this principle. Seneca put it succinctly when he said, "Life's like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters." This encourages us to look at what people do, not just what they say, as the true measure of their character and intentions. However, embracing a healthy skepticism doesn't mean living in a state of constant doubt or suspicion. It's not about denying the possibility of truth or goodness in the world. Instead, it's about applying wisdom and judgment to discern the truth in situations and people. This balanced approach allows us to navigate life with a sense of openness and curiosity, while also protecting ourselves from deception and disappointment. Moreover, this skepticism extends to our self-reflection. The Stoics were big proponents of examining our own beliefs, assumptions, and biases critically. Epictetus encouraged this self-scrutiny, reminding us that the unexamined life is not worth living. By applying skepticism to our thought processes, we can uncover areas where we might be deceiving ourselves, ensuring that our actions and beliefs are aligned with reality. In the intricate dance of human relationships, there's a principle that stands out for its profound simplicity and depth. Never chase after someone. This advice, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, transcends the commonplace and touches on something essential about human dignity and self-respect. Stoicism, with its focus on virtue, wisdom, and control over one's emotions and desires, offers a powerful lens through which to view our interactions with others, especially when it comes to letting go. The Stoics teach us about the importance of being in command of our desires and emotions, not as a means of suppression, but as a path to true freedom. Letting someone go with grace is an act of profound strength and self-respect. It acknowledges that our worth and value are intrinsic and not contingent upon someone else's recognition or approval. This doesn't mean that rejection doesn't sting, or that we won't feel the pang of sadness when someone we care about chooses to walk away. What it means is that we understand our emotions, allow ourselves to feel them, but do not let them dictate our actions or erode our sense of self-worth. Stoicism also teaches us about the impermanence of external conditions, including relationships. Epictetus reminded us that all external events are beyond our control and that we should focus instead on our internal state and reactions. When someone steps back or away from us, it's an external event that, while painful, doesn't have the power to diminish our intrinsic value. Recognizing this helps us to let go with dignity, preserving our self-respect and maintaining our equilibrium. Focusing on those who recognize and appreciate our true value is another Stoic practice. It's about quality over quantity, about deepening connections with those who genuinely understand and value us, rather than expending our energy on those who do not. This selective investment of our time and emotional energy is not about building walls or harboring bitterness. It's about wisely choosing where to invest the finite resources of our heart and mind. Letting go of those who don't see our worth with dignity is perhaps one of the most challenging yet liberating things we can do. It's a testament to our understanding that not everyone will see us for who we are, and that's okay. The Stoic principle of focusing on our own virtue and integrity, rather than seeking validation from outside, reinforces the idea that our worth is an internal measure, self-evident and self-sustaining. In embracing this Stoic wisdom, we learn not just about letting go, but about self-growth and the cultivation of inner peace. We learn that our worth isn't a negotiable currency in the economy of human relationships, but a fixed value, inherent and unchanging. By focusing on our inner development and surrounding ourselves with people who truly value and understand us, we create a life of meaning, depth, and genuine connection. So, as we navigate the complexities of human interactions, let us carry with us the Stoic virtues of wisdom, dignity, and self-control. Let us remember that in the grand scheme of our lives, our worth is a constant star in the ever-changing night sky, guiding us toward those who illuminate our paths with mutual respect and appreciation. And in the act of letting go, let us find not loss, but the freedom and strength to grow, to love, and to live with true authenticity and grace. As we draw this conversation to a close, let's hold on to the wisdom we've explored together, remembering that our journey through life, guided by the steady light of Stoicism, is one of constant growth, resilience, and self-discovery. Our worth, intrinsic and unshakable, is not defined by the fleeting presence or absence of others, but by the depth of our character and the strength of our convictions. In letting go with grace, focusing on those who value us, and never chasing after what retreats from us, we find not just peace, but a profound freedom, a freedom to be authentically ourselves, undimmed and unswayed by the shifting sands of external approval. Now, as we part ways, I invite you to continue this journey of exploration and self-reflection. On the screen, you'll find a playlist that delves deeper into the principles of Stoicism and how they can illuminate every aspect of our lives. Whether you're seeking guidance, inspiration, or simply a moment of connection, these conversations are a sanctuary, a place to gather wisdom and strength for the path ahead. Remember, in the vast tapestry of existence, your thread is unique, vibrant, and irreplaceable. Carry forward the light of Stoic wisdom and let it guide you through the darkest nights and into the dawn of new understandings. Thank you for sharing this space and time with me. May your journey be one of courage, peace, and unwavering self-respect.